This video will show you how to give a medication using the ESP60 pump. Your medical team will tell you what medication should be given and the scheduled times to give it. Please check the label on the medication syringe to make sure it has your child's name, the right medication name, and it is not expired. The medication will need to be stored as instructed and will be marked for room temperature, refrigerator, or freezer. If the refrigerator or freezer is recommended for your medication, you will be told when to remove it from the fridge or freezer so that it is given at room temperature. Use antibacterial soap to wash your hands for 15 to 20 seconds before doing any central line care. Clean the tray by using 2 alcohol pads to wipe the tray until it is completely wet. Let the tray dry completely. Put these supplies on your tray: syringe pump, syringe of medication, 1 extension tubing, 2 syringes of 0.9% sodium chloride, which is normal saline, 1 syringe of heparin, 10 units per milliliter, 2 alcoholic CHG product pads, 1 green Curos cap, and 2 pairs of gloves. You can use the acronym SASH to help remember the order to give the medication and the flushes. S for saline, A for any medication, S for saline, and H for heparin. Put on your gloves. And then remove the normal saline syringe from the plastic wrapper. Leave the cover on the syringe and push firmly on the plunger to break the seal. Check the medication syringe for your child's name, medication name, dose, expiration date, and any unusual color or particles. Call home care for any questions or problems. Open the extension tubing package. Remove the white pieces of paper and straighten out the tubing. Remove the black cover from the medication syringe and remove the white cover from the winged end of the extension tubing. Do not touch either end once the covers are removed, then connect the medication syringe to the winged end of the extension tubing. Next, you will need to fill the tubing with medication. Hold the end of the tubing and leave the blue cover in place. Push steadily on the plunger until the fluid reaches the end of the tubing. Now put the medication syringe into the pump. The flat edge of the syringe should fit into the slot on the side of the pump. Squeeze the black lever on the sliding arm and move it down over the end of the syringe. Next, check the central line site and dressing. If it is a PICC, you may need to remove the protective sleeve to check the site. Remove the green Curos cap from the blue cap on the end of the central line, PICC, or port, and throw it away. Always hold the bottom of the blue cap with your fingers on the clear part. Be careful not to untwist the blue cap from the line. Tear open the alcoholic CHG product package and remove the pad. Cover the top and the threads of the blue cap with the pad. Scrub the top and the threads of the cap for 5 seconds. Rub vigorously. Keep your fingers on the pad. Do not let your gloves touch the cap while scrubbing, and count for 5 seconds. Let the cap dry completely for at least 5 seconds. Once the cap is scrubbed, do not touch it or lay it down. Remove the cover from the normal saline syringe. Remove the air from the syringe and connect the syringe to the blue cap by pushing and turning the syringe to the right. Open the clamp on the line if there is a clamp. For a central liner pick, there are 10 milliliters of normal saline in the syringe. Give 3 milliliters, leaving 7 milliliters in the syringe. For a port, there are 10 milliliters of normal saline in the syringe. Give all 10 milliliters, using all that is in the syringe. Remember, do not push hard if you feel pressure stopping you from pushing the saline in easily. Now remove the normal saline syringe and connect the medication tubing to the blue cap by removing the blue cover at the end of the medication tubing and twisting the tubing onto the blue cap. Make sure the clamps are open and then start the medication. Look at the medication label and see which start button to push. Start extra slow, start slow, or start normal. The green flashing light above the button shows that the pump is running. Make sure the green light next to audio alarm is also flashing. During the infusion, check the central line pick or port site for wetness, swelling, or signs of damage, and watch for signs of an allergic reaction. The pump beeps and the red light next to the attention button flashes when the medication is finished. Press the off button and check to make sure the medication syringe is empty. If the medication syringe is not empty, check for a blockage, a closed clamp, or a kink in the tubing, and restart the medication until the full dose has been given. Wash your hands and put on a new pair of gloves. Remove the plastic wrappers from the normal saline and heparin syringes. Leave the cover on each syringe and push firmly on the plungers to break the seals. Disconnect the medication tubing from the blue cap and scrub the blue cap with the pad the same way you did when starting the medication. Then flush with normal saline. Remove the air from the syringe before attaching it to the CVC. Remember, for a central liner pick, there are 10 milliliters of normal saline in the syringe. Give 3 milliliters, leaving 7 milliliters in the syringe. For a port, there are 10 milliliters of normal saline in the syringe. Give 10 milliliters, using all that is in the syringe. After flushing normal saline, you need to flush heparin into the CVC. Remove the air from the syringe before attaching it to the CVC. For a central liner pick, there are 5 milliliters of heparin in the syringe. Give 3 milliliters, leaving 2 milliliters in the syringe. For a port, there are 5 milliliters of heparin in the syringe. Give all 5 milliliters. After the heparin flush, close the clamp, if there is a clamp, and then remove the syringe from the blue cap. Put a new green Curus cap on the end of the blue cap. Secure and protect the line, and put the used syringes into the sharps container. The other used supplies can go into your regular trash container. A home care nurse is available 24 hours a day by telephone for any questions or concerns. Call the home care nurse for any problems or concerns about the central line, pick, or port.